Welcome, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for participating. This is our third Good Data Product Journey webinar of this year, and it's a pleasure to have you here again or for the first time with us. Well, I'm Thiago from the Good Success Manager team, and I'll be your host for today. Before we dive into the content, I would like to go over some few housekeeping rules to ensure a smooth experience for us. So let me just share it here, and then let's go. So, for starting, all participants are muted, so we're going to avoid some background noise and interruptions. Second, if you have any questions, please send them through the Q&A button here on Zoom, and we will address as many as we can during the Q&A session. After the webinar, we'll send a recording to all participants so you can review the content at your convenience. You can check it whenever time zone you are, or in your home, whenever you feel like. For the agenda today, so we're going to have three main topics. First of them is going to be new features, scheduling and alerting, plus a live demo of this feature. Then we're going to talk about good data and AI and have a sneak peek on what we have been cooking with AI features to be launched very soon. Actually, in this one, you're going to be very interesting because you're going to show as well Flex AI. So hold on there. And also, the last but not least, we're going to talk about what's to come on Q4. Let's start now introducing our panelists for today. So first of all, it's me, Thiago, that you probably already know or not. I'm the hoster of the session. We're going to have as main speakers today, Jakub Sterba. He is our principal product manager, and he'll be bringing scheduling and alerting plus upcoming Q4 features. After him, we're going to have Jan Franiek, which is our senior product manager, and he will showcase our top AI features with an exclusive demo of the long-awaited Flex AI chatbot. And this one, I know that people have been asking a lot, so wait for it. It's going to be very fun. Before we start, also a quick important reminder is that the roadmap presented today is valid for our cloud products, which means that is GoodData Cloud and GoodData Cloud Native. If you're using GoodData Platform, this is actually a great opportunity to understand GoodData's plans and visions toward cloud and to get to know all the features you can find there. So don't hesitate to contact us, your success managers, to learn how to migrate to cloud if you are interested. And now, without further ado, I'll pass the mic to Jakub. Jakub, the stage is yours.
So hello, this is Jakub Sterba. As Thiago already introduced me, I'm product manager at GoodData. I'm here for 10 years already, and I focus mainly on core analytic features. And today I'm going to demonstrate you new features that we have launched recently, scheduled exports and alerting. We think that these features are very useful to improve engagement of users of GoodData or products where GoodData is embedded, because like many users may not have a habit to check analytics regularly, and these scheduled exports or some alert notifications can reactivate them in case they receive them, for example, into mailbox. They will find there also a link back to the live version of dashboard in GoodData Cloud or in products where they are embedded, and they can follow these links to go back to the product, be reactivated as active users, and they can explore further live data on a live version of dashboards with all the interactive features that are available there, like drilling or exploring further in Analytical Designer, our data exploration tool. So here's a list of main use cases that we have covered by these two features. The first use case is scheduling of export of entire dashboard. This can contain also as attachment a PDF version with snapshot of the dashboard, which can be used for archiving or sharing with other people. Second use case is scheduled export of a single dashboard widget, which may contain some visualization or table. So this export exports the data of such visualization into CSV file or Excel format. And this data can be then analyzed further in Excel, third-party BI tool, or used to be imported, for example, to some marketing tool to create some campaign and use data extracted from GoodData as some distribution list. The third use case is simple data alert. Basically, if you have some metrics defined in GoodData, you can create a alert that will where you define certain threshold, some goal for such metric, for example, and you can be notified if the metric is above or below such threshold, if you are underperforming or if some goal is reached. Very similar feature is this comparative data alert, but here you do not set thresholds for the metric itself, but for a change of such metric. So you can set thresholds for absolute change or a percent change and be notified if there is, for example, some unexpected drop of performance. For all these use cases, which we sometimes call like together as automations, you can select one or many delivery options. Typical delivery option or destination is email. For emails, you can use either mail server provided by GoodData and hosted by GoodData, or you can bring your own SMTP server, which has certain benefits. For example, you can adjust sender address of such email, so it will be useful in case you white label GoodData and you don't want to expose that identity of sender that it comes from GoodData. Webhooks, you can define one or many webhooks. It basically lets you integrate with like external systems, and this way you can, for example, distribute exported dashboards into SharePoint server. You can send notifications into communicating platforms like Microsoft Teams or Slack. You can create automation that will create, for example, issues in issue tracking systems like Jira or ServiceNow or Zendesk. You can create actions in Salesforce. Basically, the possibilities are like unlimited, and it may require a little bit of coding, but you can also use some platforms to make such automations like Zapier. Here on this diagram, you can see how it works. Basically, when certain event is triggered, like some alert is detected that some condition is met, JSON structure is sent via REST API to endpoint of the webhook. On this diagram is Zapier as the endpoint. This recipient of such a message can parse the JSON with information about the alert and can do some action. In this case, it sends message into Slack channel. So that is example of such integration. Now let me show live demo. This is dashboard which is very similar to what you can find in demo workspace that you can create in GoodData. And here in menu there is a new option, scheduled export. If you open it, it opens this dialog where you have to fill some details about the export. You can name it, which can help you with management of the exports later. You set some schedule here. You can set in very intuitive way frequency of alerts if you need something more complex. You can use cron expression, which requires certain knowledge, but it is common knowledge, like it's typical way how you do some more complex scheduling, like if you want to deliver exports every other day or only during business days, and etc. Then you can select destination. Here the list basically lists all the destinations that were like configured by administrator of the system and that shall be available to the users. So here I have just sent via email for this demonstration. And then you can add one or many recipients. Here you can select basically users that exist in the workspace. You can use autocomplete. Sorry, autocomplete and such features. In future, we also plan to support external recipients. And you can also fill subject and message for this email. And this subject will then appear in the message itself, also with notes about like the description of the alert. This alert is sent with all the filters applied as were applied at the time of scheduling. So here you can put into message some description of what this export actually delivers. And you can see that it comes with a PDF attachment. Here, if you create the schedules, you can delete them. You can also adjust the schedules, and you can create schedules. This list of created schedules is also accessible from menu in this show schedules. So this is the way how you schedule the whole dashboard. If you want to schedule export of just some visualization, you can find it in the menu of the widget, and it opens very similar dialog. Only there you see different attachments. You can export data in CSV format, Excel, or both. The next feature I will be demonstrating is setup of alerts. You can do it from a menu of widget, and here is some goal, some net sales metric that is compared with goal. So I can, for example, set up alert that will be sent when the goal is reached and the value of that metric is above certain threshold. When I create alert, I can create another alert, possibly with different filters applied. Here also, basically the filters that are applied also for that metric that is being compared with the condition. So here I show net sales for last month. So last month sales will be compared with this threshold. I can from here also edit alert, delete it, or pause it in case I want to suppress the alert. For example, I received too many notifications, or I'm going to some vacation. I can pause it, and after I resolve some problem, I can unpause it. So I don't need to delete it and create again. For this metric, I have a little bit more options because this is the metric that is compared with previous period. Here, if I set alert, I can compare not only with the value as on the previous metric, but I can also set alert only when value is increased by certain amount of percents or decreased by a certain amount of percents, or increased or decreased, so only changed. And I have also same options for the absolute number. So for example, I can be notified if metric changes by more than 5% in any direction. So this is the way how you set alert, and I can also show you how such alert looks when you receive it via email. You can see information about the alert, and you can see a link back to the dashboard. Now, let me show you how you can configure it as administrator, what options users should have. Here is a new section in settings, alerts, and scheduled exports. And here you can manage destinations. You can see that I have created before webinar sent via email destination. I can delete it, and I can create a new destination. If I select default server, it would be what we have seen before. I can also use custom SMTP server, fill in all the details, and then I would be able to use it. Also, for that interaction, like for example, distribution via email, I can configure if I want to support multiple recipients. And if I am embedding GoodData, I can also fill in a link that should be placed in the email, and there I can use parameters like workspace ID and dashboard ID, and I can pass them to the application that embeds the dashboard, and that application can use it to embed right dashboard for right user. So that is sending of message via email. If you configure a webhook, you have to fill in endpoint. You can also enter some authorization token to assure some security. And also there you have configuration options to influence if this endpoint supports multiple recipients or not. And it can basically interpret the message. Here is preview of the message that the application gets, and it can interpret it and do appropriate action. So that was a live demo. Now let me summarize it. You can see that we have designed very intuitive and easy to use interface. So it is ready for self-service of end users. You can also use APIs to do some integrations, to set up some automations, because we follow API first approach. So for all actions that you have seen in user interface exist also APIs which can do it. So you can, for example, pre-configure some scheduled exports or alerts for your users, which will be there when they enter the platform. So they will not need to set them themselves. We implemented these features with all enterprise use cases in mind. So the user interface is so localized, it supports custom branding. So for example, colors in the email follow the colors that are configured for the user interface, supports multi-tenancy, embedding, etc. And we still collect feedback for additional use cases. We are still planning to add a couple of more features into this. For example, the external recipients that I've already mentioned. So if you have some ideas or some interesting use cases, share them with your GoodData contact or on our community Slack, and we will take them into account. So this is not the only thing that we will be delivering in Q4, not only improvements of this scheduled exports and alerting, but let me share some highlights of other features that you can expect. So from BI features, I selected very exciting improvement improvement of our storytelling capabilities. We plan to make more flexible layouts of our dashboards. And also we want to let authors of these dashboards structure them better with introduction of tabs on dashboard. For Flex Query, I selected these two features. Recently, we introduced Flex Functions as a beta feature, and we plan to productize it very soon. It lets you integrate good data with various applications. You can, for example, integrate directly with some real-time APIs. So data do not need to be extracted and loaded to some database, but can be queried directly from the sources. It can be used not only to integrate with additional data sources or like do some data mashups and things like that, but it can be used also for calculation of some metrics that go beyond capabilities of SQL. So you can, for example, use all the libraries of Python or machine learning to do some predictive analysis, anomaly detection, and etc. And the second feature that you can expect are improvements of data federation. In last quarter, we introduced a beta feature that lets you query data from multiple data sources through one logical data model and place them as separate widgets on dashboard. And we plan to let you blend such data in one visualization or even a metric. And you can also expect some AI features, which will be covered by my colleague. So thank you for attention, and let me hand over back to Tiago.
Thank you, Yakov. Very, very exciting. I have to say as well that we already have some questions for our Q&A round, and some of them are already being answered in the chat. So keep sending more, guys. The more, the better. Well, now let me invite to the stage, bringing the updates regarding our AI features. Jan Franiek. Jan, they are ready for you.
Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Jan Franek and I work at GoodData as product manager, and I would like to share with you some more details around the AI functionality that we are currently working on, as many people are asking around that, what's our progress, where we are. So I would like to share with you some latest news. So there is a lot of hype around the AI functionality. AI is almost everywhere. But we truly believe that AI has the potential to dramatically change the user experience, how users are consuming the analytics within the business intelligence area. So we believe that if it is implemented in proper way and leveraging like combination of classical development and classical machine learning and generative AI combined together, we are able to deliver multiple features and value to the end users, and with which can support the faster decision-making process. And we are able to provide more effective building experience for building visualizations, dashboards, and so on. So, but what does it mean concretely? To not speak about the slides, but let's go to the meat and to the specifics of what we are currently building and what you can expect in near future. So currently, what is in progress or in construction and where we are reaching very soon private beta stage is AI assistant, which is capable to find an answer to the business questions within your analytical objects or within your data. It's also capable to build ad hoc visualizations using your natural language. So you are just asking the questions in natural language, and or we'll find some already prepared dashboard or visualization that contains the answer to your question, or we will build an ad hoc visualization that is answering the question that you have. And we also are trying to find the patterns in the data some outliers, trends. That's something that it's not completely implemented yet, but that's something that will come early next year, and we want to extend the functionality. So here are some example of the questions which believe you met with. So why are you showing these numbers? Can you send me the report again? Can you use this chart but slice it by product category, not by product name? So very typical questions, and we can hear from you the concerns or problems that in order to get the answer to those questions, you have to contact a specific team. You have to wait some hours, sometimes also days, to get the answer. With this AI chatbot functionality, you can ask directly the chatbot and you will have the response instantly. So how does it look in practice? I have prepared short demo video demonstrating the capability within the product. So we have this functionality included into our GoodData Cloud product. And yeah, it's natural conversation, as you can be used to, for example, from ChatGPT experience. However, it is limited to topic of business intelligence and your data that you have within your database and data set. So you can ask the questions how this chatbot can help you, and the chatbot will answer you, will provide the list of the topics it's built with or built for. And in this illustration or in this demo, I'm illustrating the scenario where the user is searching for specific information related to sales results. Although the user may not remember what is the exact name of the dashboard or what is the exact name of the visualization he is looking for. So just asking generic question, I'm interested in sales results for last year. And the chatbot is finding, based on titles of the visualization and based on description of the visualizations and dashboards, it's finding the best matching visualizations and dashboards. After clicking on those, you will be redirected to the specific visualization where you can drill down to more details and can adjust it and so on. It's also possible, I will pause here, if you are interested in some specific data that are for which there is no dashboard or visualization yet, we will identify that. The chatbot is identifying this automatically, and it's trying to find the answer in the dataset among the metrics, attributes, and try to generate the new visualization that is answering your question. Of course, if the answer to the question is not even presented in the data, the chatbot will just respond that the response wasn't found. But if such response is included in your dataset, then we will generate an answer fulfilling the query of the user, the question of the user. You can see also more text. So we are at this moment, at this stage, trying to be more descriptive. We are trying to explain what's happening also in the background, to give some guideline, like what's happening, how this chatbot is deciding, to give some clue in case the performance is not optimal, to provide the reasoning and to give some better understanding what's happening in the background and to give some more trust into what's happening here. I will have to. Okay, so in this case, the first visualization is displayed as the table, or the data are displayed as the table, and it's possible to also iterate on within the conversation and ask the chatbot to show the same data as the column chart, for example. And if column chart is still not enough, you can also ask the chatbot and display this, for example, as line chart. There are multiple visualization types already supported and built into the chatbot, and you can switch between those views as per your needs. So these are some of the functionalities that are currently supported by AI Assistant. And that's something that is already built into the product. And we are at the moment tuning the quality, and we are very close from providing this as part of private beta program. So let me show you also what we have next. So what we have delivered so far is Smart Search that is available as part of as experimental feature in trial. And this AI assistant, AI chatbot that I have just shown you right now. And during the next year, we want to focus on improvement of this AI chatbot and enrich this also with some inside explanation and trend analysis to provide better reasoning, what kind of data you see, why you see this data, and what are maybe relations between the data, what is leading to the behavior that you can see. Then we want to focus on not just on the business consumer or business users that we are focusing on right now with this chatbot, trying to answer business questions. But in the second half of the year, we want to focus also on dashboard builders or analytical engineers that are preparing this created analytics experience for the other users, and we want to simplify for them dashboard building experience. And for that, we want to build the Copilot that will be integrated into our product. And next year, we want to focus on predictive, prescriptive analytics, and we will do the continuous learning, continuous improvement of the features. And we want to, ultimate goal is to give the personalized experience for the user. So we want to know more about who is working with our product, what are his needs, and be more proactive and be more personalized in the responses and interaction that we are providing to this user. So that's an ultimate goal where we would like to get. Everything that we are delivering is based on composability, or we are providing this as composable platform. So the functionalities are available within the UI natively, but we are also paying attention to implement or integrate the same set of the functionalities also into our SDK components as well as API. So you are able to easily integrate the functionalities also into your own products if you have those. So you can provide this set of the functionalities also to your clients within your product. As mentioned, we are reaching private beta, and we are currently in process of searching for the clients that are interested in trying out our AI assistant and smart search features. That's in combination with our GoodData Cloud product. So primarily, or at this moment, we want to run this beta testing on GoodData Cloud. Later, we want to also enrich this also with GoodData Cloud native, but we want to stay focused, therefore this limitation for GoodData Cloud product. If you are interested, if you'd like to join our private beta testing, please reach out to us and we'll see how we can accommodate this interest. So this private beta will be limited to first specific number of the clients. So please don't hesitate, reach out to us as soon as possible so we can plan the next steps. Thank you very much for your attention. And now handing over back to Thiago.
Very nice, Jan. Thank you very much. I mean, you are offering this list of people that wants to try and so on. I think you're gonna have lots of candidates. So guys, register or try to reach out as soon as possible. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a big list of that. And you know, those features are incredible. In Brazil, we have this expression, garota de Ipanema, girl from Ipanema, you know. I believe that Flex AI might be our good data girl from Ipanema. Like really, everybody's really excited about it. So please reach out to us. We'll be able to try to accommodate in the list. If not, there will be probably other chances. Okay, now I guess it's time for us to go for our round of questions. We have several ones. Let me just put here now. Here. So for starting, I will try to change between. So I'll ask one for Jakub and one for Jan. And then guys, feel free to, you know, if you have any more questions to put for the Q&A, still sending them. We'll try to accommodate them as well. I cannot answer all the questions here today, but we'll try to answer at least, I don't know, 5, 6. Let's go for it. So Jakub, first is for you. The question is, how are user data filters applied for scheduled data reports?
So that is a good question. Of course, in GoodData, each user can see different data if some row-level security is configured using user data filters. And basically, if you distribute export to multiple recipients and each user shall see different data, they will receive different numbers. So user data filters of the recipient are applied for the internal users that exist in a GoodData platform and who are on a recipient list.
Good, good. Now, Jan, I'll get one for you. Will it be possible to configure availability of AI assistant per workspace so we can control?
Yeah, good question also. So at the moment, this is not possible at this particular moment where we are now. But before the productive release, this is one of the requirements that will be definitely implemented, and we want to give the possibility to configure and to decide on which workspaces the AI functionalities will be available and on which not. So definitely this will be part of the version for productive release.
Perfect, perfect. Next one, then for Jakub, can you white label any mentions of good data from distributed emails?
Yes, if you configure some custom logo for GoodData, then we recognize that we are white labeled, and in such case, we don't mention GoodData in the emails.
Okay, okay. Let me see. Jan, will it be possible to connect AI assistant to different LLM models?
Yes, we are keeping this possibility in place. We are building the functionality based on OpenAI models right now, but we are keeping the possibility to connect this chatbot also with different LLM models. However, some additional fine-tuning afterwards will need to be incorporated in order to like reflect the specifics of this or that LLM model, but the flexibility is there.
There is actually, I'll keep you here because there's an interesting one, kind of not following up to this one, but I think is a good one. How you ensure that AI assistant is not hallucinating and providing correct numbers?
Yeah, that's a very valid question, and it is like general weakness of generative AI and large language models. But we have taken the approach where we are combining various methods how to minimize these weaknesses. So, for example, in this case, we are using so-called retrieval augmented generation, and this means that we are not letting large language model to manipulate with the data. We are providing to large language model just the metadata, so you don't have to be even worried or concerned that OpenAI can see your data. We are providing just description of the data, or we are providing the metadata, and we let generative AI to create some formula out of this or some JSON specification, and then it's handed over back to our system, and we are filling these formulas or JSON with specific data that we are then displaying as part of visualization or as a result of the formula. So large language model is not calculating the data, it's just generating some formulas or JSON files or whatever is needed or text response, and we are then placing or we are doing the data calculation on our side, and by this minimizing this risk.
Perfect. Yes, we can do one or two more. Like, let me just go back to Jakub then. This one is regarding scheduling. Do schedule reports require specific permissions?
Yeah, we introduced a new permission. So like today, when you assign users permission, you need to assign them extra permission, for example, to be able to export data. So there will be one additional permission that will be for both for scheduling and alerting.
Perfect. Let me do one more for Jan, and then I'll go to our next slide. But Jan, just one thing, because I have some questions here of people asking where they have to go or who they can reach out to subscribe to register for trial of Flex AI.
Sorry, I didn't get the question. So
If for who they should reach out to talk about being in the trial for Flex AI. I can actually help with that. Like, guys, reach us. The success manager responsible for you definitely will be able to help you. But is there any specific channel that they can go besides us?
We have not built any like specific channels, so the easiest way is to
So
reach out to your account manager or success manager, and
yes, sure.
he'll make link towards us.
Perfect. Okay, guys. So I guess we have used some questions. The ones that haven't been answered, we're gonna reach out to you with the answer after a couple of days. But let me just go to our final slide, unfortunately, just with quick updates on our side. So first of all, guys, follow us on our social media. There you'll find lots of updates that are not mentioned here. We try to keep everything kind of pre-updated there. And also, we're gonna have some upcoming cool events for the next months. I will try to read it without making any mistakes very long. So automating data lifecycle management for enterprise analytics with Boost. So it's going to be on the November 13th. And then after that, we're going to have another webinar, our Q4 product updates in December 11. Pay attention to this one because it's going to be, again, talking about the roadmap. We are going to be discussing everything from Q4, what is to come, and pretty sure there are going to be really, really, really cool updates there. So stay tuned. We're gonna, of course, send you the recording after this webinar, sorry. I think in the upcoming days, you're gonna receive it through your email. And yeah, I guess that was it for today. Guys, thank you very much for joining one more time. If you have any questions, reach to your account owner, which is us, the success managers, and we'll be happy to assist you. So bye-bye and have a nice day.